Welcome back to my channel. In this video I will be doing a pretentious review of April comebacks because Itzy are the mafia. You guys seem to enjoy my reviewing comebacks videos even though I thought you wouldn't. Okay, then you know how this works. I will go through each comeback and say what I have to say, and then at the end I will rank the comebacks. Okay, then on to the video. First up we have Asap. I'm going to be completely honest. I was not looking forward to this comeback and I was not interested in it. And let's say after a few days of its release I didn't even bother to listen to it. But I heard a lot of people saying that they liked it, so I decided to give it a try. And I fairly enjoyed it. If you've been on my channel for a while now you would know that I am a sucker for cute concepts. And Asap was no exception. The song was just so wholesome and very different from So Bad. And I appreciated that because you know So Bad wasn't really my cup of tea. My favorite part of the song has to be the pre-chorus. It's just so catchy and their vocals are so good. I understand why people don't enjoy this song though. The chorus was captivating but also pretty weak. I think I would have liked a non-instrumental chorus more, but we move on. From the styling to the performances, I just love this era. As for Stayc as a group, I don't ever think I'm going to stand them. I think I'll vibe with their songs, but I just don't see the hype in their overall group dynamic and presence. Do you blame me though? They literally just debuted, so it's gonna take some time for me to actually connect with them, but as of now, I would say Stayc are a part of my regulars, so I don't necessarily have a bias. But if I did, can you guess who they would be? Guess in the comments. There are two members who could be my possible biases. I'll be extremely happy to see you guys engaging with my video. So overall Asap was okay. Ah yes, the comeback we have all been waiting for and dreaming for. Enhypen with Drunk-Dazed. You don't know how excited I was for this comeback when the teasers were released. Every single moment I kept thinking of what this comeback would sound like, and when I heard it for the first time, I didn't like it. Well, I guess it's understandable because the first time I listened to this song was at school, in a toilet stall. I just wasn't feeling it when I first heard it. It took a few more listens but it started to grow on me. It grew on me so much I forgot why I even disliked the song. Everything from this comeback is so iconic. From the styling to the B-sides and then to the music video. As for the music video, I liked it. It was interesting, but when I was talking to my friend about this comeback, she said she liked the song but she said she would never stan Enhypen, mostly because she doesn't like their concept and the bloody vampire gore. And honestly I don't blame her. Sunghoon dancing in blood at the ending made me quite uncomfortable and squeamish. It just looked so gory and ugh. But overall it doesn't really bother me. I heard people saying that Hybe's new Japanese group will have a werewolf concept because we saw K and EJ in the Drunk-Dazed-Enhypen as werewolves. They're also saying that their new girl group might have a witch concept. LMAO, I hope we don't get Hybe Vampire Diaries. The styling of this comeback was also a favorite of mine. Like, they all look so cool. Whoever styled Sunghoon and Nikki, hit me up please. Teach me how to dress. As for the album, it was way better than their debut one. Like, all the songs are bops. My album ranking goes: 1 Drunk-Dazed, 2 Mixed Up, 3 Not For Sale, 4 Fever, 5 the intro and 6 the outro. I like how all the tracks on the album have such a different vibe. You have something cool and hard-hitting like Drunk-Dazed and then something so refreshing like Not For Sale. Not For Sale was literally crafted for Sunghoon. He owns it. And if you disagree you can click off right now. So overall I really enjoyed this comeback. Enhypen are quickly becoming my alt boy group and we love to see it. Next up is Like Water by Wendy. To be honest, I would have honestly preferred a Red Velvet comeback instead of her solo, but I guess it makes sense since she's been missing in action for a while now. I have a love-hate relationship with ballads. When I'm in the mood for them I love listening to them, but when I'm not they irritate me. Like Water was an interesting song, but I'm gonna be blunt and say it. Does anyone still listen to this song? To be honest, it's not completely awful, but it was just really melancholy, and when I'm listening to my playlist, if I just finished listening to something like Drunk-Dazed and this song comes up, You best know I'm skipping it with zero hesitation. It's just really slow, but that bridge, it was so powerful. When I first heard it, tears nearly formed in my eyes. You could really feel the emotions spewing out of Wendy like water. It feels like everything she's been trying to say to Revelovs for the past year now. The music video, kinda boring, but it fitted the song. I honestly don't have much to say about this album. The B-sides, haven't listened to them yet. I honestly can't be asked. Like water, kind of just faded away into the Bermuda Triangle. These days, I haven't been as interested in Red Velvet. Like, I don't want to unstand them, but they've been so quiet and it feels like they have already silently disbanded. But I doubt that though, and I still have some hope for a comeback.
I'm the mafia.
I love Itzy. They're all so talented and overall they seem like such kind girls. This comeback was really interesting for me. I liked it, you know. I had way higher expectations than Not Shy and did Mafia in the Morning exceed them. It's kinda 50-50. I already knew people were going to dislike this song as soon as I heard the teaser. One thing that made me angry about this comeback was just how spoiled the songs were. There was no wow factor when it was released. It's as if we had already heard the tracks before the song was released. To be honest, I shouldn't be really complaining since I chose to listen to the album preview, but I didn't think JYP Entertainment would spoil that much. The music video, gorgeous as always. I think the budget was higher in this one than Not Shy, and you can really tell. All of the scenes in the MV could be used as intro clips. It's just so pretty. I had no problem with the whole mafia concept, but I know some people don't like how they are turning the mafia, who are not good people, into an aesthetic. But the thing is, stuff like this has always been present in the K-industry, but when it's Itzy, that's when y'all decide to hate. Leave the girls out of this and blame JYP. When they try a new concept, y'all decide to trash Itzy. But when they stick with the same empowering concept, y'all still trash them. What? Does that even make any sense? When I first heard this song, I was underwhelmed and kinda cringed out. The lyrics were interesting, but I can bear them. I can jam to this song. Do I think it's their best title track? I'm not sure. It's either between Icy and In the Morning. But for now I still think Icy is winning. The B-sides this time were amazing. Itzy and good B-sides would never have made any sense before Guess Who was released. But in the first time ever, Itzy's B-sides are actually better than the title track. I was really looking forward to Kidding Me and Wild Wild West, and I was not disappointed. My album ranking goes: 6 In the Morning, 5 Sorry Not Sorry, 4 Tennis, 3 Shoot, 2 Kidding Me, 1 Wild Wild West. I know a lot of people hated Wild Wild West, but I love it. Leah's Meeny 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 Eeny Meeny Miny Moan sits at the same table with Chaeyoung's Risky Risky Wiggy Wiggy at lunch. Completely Yuna's era. No questions needed. I've been obsessed with Yuna lately. And not in a weird way, don't get me wrong, but I just think she's really cool and talented. When I make reviews, I never really have much to say, that's why I make it all one video of reviewing comebacks. I really like Itzy. They are my ults, and I think Guess Who was a decent comeback. I really want the album. The day version though, not the night. Leah's bangs are an abomination. I'm going to start adding a section in my reviewing comebacks videos entitled Honourable Mention. It will be for a release that isn't really a big one, but I still have something to say about it. This month's Honourable Mention is Cura Cura by Twice. I would have gave this song its own section, but it's just a single and I can't use the song because JYP will block the video. So the song, even though it's a Japanese release, I still think it's Twice's best song ever. When I mean ever, I mean ever. Best song in their entire discography. It's really catchy. When the teasers were released, I wasn't interested in this song at all, but when I heard it for the first time, I was so dumbfounded by how good it was. Oh yeah, and where was that retro and disco concept we saw in the teasers? I guess they're just for photos. The MV, gorgeous. I really do love it. So yes, Cura Cura is amazing. I always like to rank the releases at the end, so here it is. 5 Like Water, 4 Asap, 3 Mafia in the Morning, 2 Cura Cura, and 1 Drunk-Dazed. Okay guys, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and comment down your favorite April releases. Bye.